Memo akwa baba Adkwart Studios. Ami onsha so nyam rechi na hwe Adkwart Studio. Ko TFM radio Ghana ni wiase ba bia beti enka. Memo obi biara finsiapa. Na me wogidie se afi wei wa yu yam se obesum Nyankopon. Me wogidie pa se wona obebra ho ase ama Awurade na afi wei eye nhyirama. Ogitima no aka amen. Wadwin no so jitumwa na utuwa na moa na bejaye akwadwura na 31st enkomhye eduru samre ya o komhye ni oil a yehwiegu nkrofo pampam nyasem ketwa be ore na yehwiegu apampam nyina ma me kan kire o se wan fa osi anye oyo na akwadwuro kan won se ya hye me nkom na nkom ya hye me no. This is not the first time I share nkom. Si a show nkomo a ye nkomhye no ho adwuma pe bibi ye fa onsa to bibi so na nyame nhira me ensem we na me ka kire ma soroma no because I feel no cover betu ye ni aya de Nyankopon ase but I feel no dia na we 365 days ni dia na we and na dia me pese me no wo che eye ene pa bia Nyankopon dia maye e wo man we mu yepo yempo nyame nam nipa so ene ohira madinka ka apostle ko Joseph ho asem e wo niema kase apapa yiye a wo ye Ghana ni sese nyi obia se na Kwame Bediako enya Ghana mpo na ebo na baso oya ye wiase nyina chede na sa oti Ghana ha sei na ye ndishi ati sei Awurade ya na dum ko anim wa brabom a sabi obi obobol kra no yehunu ayetumi kwakoto no obobol na ne bora obo no yenhwe ne lifestyle de se de wo ye so no monsa so ye den obobol nti na obi a odi bibi asi nani so na nam no sumen krofo ensako na no nanka obi ti se ya e wo se ye gine tum ne bom paipama no dan so nya Ghana fo ni bi yenko ti adanse a ye di fa ye bai ho
association bi o mati a o mo when ye local Forbes we international all name na Kwame Bediako among the most businessmen of Wesika all name na among them. You might not believe me. Let's go and watch.
Our second award is the Forbes Best of Africa Social Entrepreneurship Leadership Award. Mark has the winner for us.
Thank you, Jane. And now the winner of the Forbes Best of Africa Social Entrepreneurship Leadership Award, Mr. Kwame Bediako, CEO, Quirkiest Group, Ghana.
Thank you very much, Mark, and congratulations to Kwame. To hear more about Kwame's work, I'm going to hand over to Giselle Rufer.
But Forbes list now, the Bill Gates, the people who have made it, the sheikhs and all that. It's for Ghanaian, maybe there, and then I make a choice. This is the first time I bought Ghana this year. And Forbes list me, and it's no other than Kwame Bediako. It means that he has made life and he has made it big time. Because somebody that recognize him say above your mom, right? And as somebody know or person you are the feature. It's the answer of Forbes and the body say we are so. It means that your come life ni egu ni emusa wa bobra na wa die. Na nipa we say no or catch them say and you say me so say we be so me di here. We didn't wait to Ghana for atwa and you junior promise and it's in the atwa me the sana meka. No, all universities not talk on investment and business. And then, as some way I'm a tea, as some kutuba, After
some steps that I took in my life, after 15 years old, I was still in school, but going to college wasn't as being in secondary school. Going to college, I had to move to England, and I thought that it was going to be simple, whether my life was going towards books or my life was going towards my vision. Now, I'm not saying that the books is not as good as the vision, but I'm saying that there comes a time you really need to choose what you want to do after you take a decision. So I was gearing towards more business. And business is to another, and then I started to change. I wanted other things, and I'm sure everybody in this room is looking after that. You know what? Everybody will be going out there at one point to chase this money. But before you go there to do that, I am sharing a story with you that money is not supposed to be chased, because you're not going to get a lot of it when you chase it. Money is going to come to great thinkers. I was lucky to discover this at an early age. I had to commit to the money. I had to commit to it, but I remember that what do I live for? Time. So I realized that time was what was behind the story of me trying to make money. And guess what I did? I didn't want to value myself for an hour. The first job I got was in McDonald's. I didn't like it because I was already selling clothes at the back of a car booth, and it was making me more money than the hour that they marked me in McDonald's. So I had to quit the job. But I said to myself, I'm worth hundreds of dollars. I am using time to call for my riches. I am using time to call for my value. You are doing the same. You're using time to educate yourself. And after 3 years, you need to know what you're going to use the other 3 years that you have, and the other one that is. If you don't plan it well and you think you're going to chase money or riches, I'm sorry, you might end up being in someone else's shop or organization who will tell you what you're worth in an hour. I want all of you to be inspired at this very moment that you're priceless. The fact that you're growing and you're young, power, you have a long future ahead of you, that makes you priceless. Your value cannot be estimated. It's all up to you. If you take this decision that you are going to live your life by planning yourself. Then by the time I was 17, now I had become a very serious man, businessman. Some of you are in university today. Can I see some hands up? Is anybody into business here? Does anybody have their own business? Okay. Okay. Well, if you have your own business, is anybody paying their fees and taking care of yourself here? Well, shout out to all of you who are already responsible for their lives and for themselves. But don't be responsible for yourself alone. Remember, the woman and the man that raised you in that building is waiting for you to take care of them one day. And that's going to tell you that you don't have a lot of time left. So I would like to break down really what life and this time is for everybody. So I want by the time I leave here, you will see what time you have left. I am going to choose 70 years. It's a very long time for all of us to live. Okay? That by that time you will become an old man or an old woman. Let's break the 70 years down so all of you can see the time you have left. Your first 5 years, you know nothing. Your last 5 years, you know everything, but you can't do anything. That's 1 decade gone. And every day you're going to sleep 6 hours, at least. So out of the 70 years that you've lost 1 decade, if you sleep 6 hours a day, that's 2/3. But let me be conservative and say, so now you only have 4 decades left. 40 years. That is if God will bless you to see 70 years old. Let's see what we can do with the 40 years. This is the only years you have in life. To spend 21 years of that time to educate yourself, to have a degree, to acquire a job, to become rich, successful, president, father, mother, have a grandchild, and build businesses and all of that. You have it in 4 decades. But out of the 4 decades, 20 years is going to go on education. So really, your greatest moment for you to plan is 20 years. Am I speaking to people here? I mean, you probably never broke it down properly. But this equation, there is no teacher, there is no lecturer, there is nobody that is going to teach you this on campus. When I told you I'm coming to share my success story, I didn't mean that I'm coming to show you exactly how to make money. Nobody can teach you how to make money. There is no coaches that can coach people to make money. No, it's a lie. I came to share one of the biggest secrets with you, so you can understand that if your 10 years, this very moment, life is saying good morning. It's very beautiful. You have no responsibilities, you have no problems. But the minute you turn 25, going to 30, life comes back and says good afternoon. And as it's saying good afternoon, you're going with the time and time and time and time. By the time you hit 50, 55, the same life, good evening. And in your 60s, heading to your 70s, life simply says good night. So if you didn't really do anything, please don't blame anyone, blame yourself, because you didn't see the value of your time. Everyone in this space is supposed to understand that time is the most valuable aspect, the pinnacle of blessings, of riches, of wealth can only be accumulated with time. Now, this would probably let me voice out about the mask and the man behind the mask and the other man behind the mask, other man and the other man, because that man came with time. Now, you might say, what is he doing? He has a business. Why can't he concentrate on the business? He has money. Why can't he just spend his money and live life good? Why does he want to be in politics? No, I don't want to be in politics. I don't even understand politics. In fact, I don't even know how to become an assemblyman because I don't know anything about it. But one thing I know for sure is that the good God has governed me so well to become a leader.
A.S.E.L.A Award want to hear person break it down show. Number one, who are you?
And some of you nyina ne say ba bia na Kwame Bediako na basobo aduro no. Enye Africa o UAC. UAC o UAC. Mo na mo ka se na oyesei ekwan fa so. Me see tamaye beto aba no. Nipa chese kan company for premier na wonipa no wonim kwan fa so nya ni sika. Hey, mom padi papa. Mom baby afi ye bona baso. Me see bibi kakra me ka kire Ghana mrantie ne mabawa ne se. Hwe obi o ho na o waduma chedie bi. A obetimi a type na aduma chedie no. Na won so watumi anya na so agina. okasa no ti osi odanyame ase se sa nimdie a amwaduru ba bia owe ohunu ni ntem ohunu sa nimdie ne ntem na aboa no ma sesei waya nhweso medada bia de meka kire Ghana fo ni se momiya so na Kwame Bediako wai fa mpaibo pa tanachi nyakuma pa na waya achede mu o mawi because Nana Kwame Bediako nsem a obae within 1 year all can I want to be Ghana how he ne nsem a all can lecture bie no abetuma wakotena nanim a obeka because they all can a book mu de no all can kire wo but ono de ne de wa practice manaya adwuma a make nyansa nwasem a make nam de abawieye ye can wisdom a act effect and practice. That is my definition of wisdom. Enti okinka book na book na okinka ye no want to me am famu nsem na anya dwuma na de obo ho safohin so onim nyansa nya kasa keke nyansa ye ne ye nyansa eye ne awo kan ne faribai the effect wonyame onhura na Kwame Bediako na adwempe woni chirim ensai Ghana mrantie ne mabawa na Ghana yanku anim wa brabom na esi mu ache memo afinsi apa afisese na waje asasi kasi awudidua mo ne awudidua bro afede abro no udua no agreki kwan so a yani anya obi a waya fidie na msa fidie de ankrankra bi antumi nto fidie no yani ankase ye nipa afidie a waya etumi etwa bro tutu abro yi nwura no gu nche Ghana nyame wa hirae na momie nanase niem pam politicians no kogu baabi na wonyame anim onyam enhire wo ma we me wa fi siapa afisa se na nyame anim onyam adadi wo abrabo mo ane hwede tie bye bye.